had my moments of doubt. A lot of anxiety comes with the work that I do. There's been a lot of sleepless nights where you're so anxious, you don't know if they've gone into someone else's house, if they're going to come into yours. You don't know if the person knows, since the person who's been abducted is your friend, that maybe they're going to decide maybe you're next. I should not be running away from my home to be free, but I should be working hard in my country to make sure that one day every woman will be free. So what does freedom sound like? Is it silence? Or is it women's voices raised together? I'm a women human rights defender in Zimbabwe, and it's a job that comes with some risk, and physical security risk, as well as takes a toll on your mental health. I arrived in Germany as a guest of the Hamburg Foundation. I'm here to take a year to step away from things a bit. This is the first time that I've ever been in a house alone. I have always stayed with my family from when I stayed with my family, with my parents, staying in dormitories at boarding school, staying in college residencies during college. So this is my first experience of staying alone, and it does feel very strange to me.
Hi, Jane. How are you?
I'm good. How have you been?
I'm alright.
Okay. Also, thank you for doing this. Bit of a short notice. So I just wanted us to catch up on the shoots for the inclusive content creation project. All right, so maybe I'll give you a bit of an update from my side. I've been working with Agnes on the script writing, so I can safely say we now have the 3 scripts. So what I'm going to do is share the final scripts with you so that you can already start thinking about how you're going to shoot them. But maybe I wanted to know from you, did you have any thoughts on how we shoot this?
It takes every people like us today to change the next generation. We don't want our children dying simply because they turn it down. So our message is no to gender-based violence. We are going to march from here to the women to be okay.
Our work at Pada Platform is really about the amplification of women's voices using the digital space. We try to have women claim their digital voice. We try to have women claim back their power in situations where they feel silenced. And so our work is about creating safe virtual spaces for women, as well as safe offline spaces for women, where women can engage more in the public spaces, where women can be part of the important conversations in the country.
I'm not free to participate or to express myself to my part at heart because of people in the following. My only wish is that if only the government could address issues of a bribe.
Ndiri kushungurudzikawo zvakanyanyisa. Kubasa kwandinoshanda, ndiri mushandi wekanzuru. Ndiri kunetsana naforomani vangu. Vari kundipfimba ina handidi. Saka vakundipa basa rakawandisa kudarikidza revamwe vanotoshanda navo.
Can we just keep quiet? Can we just accept our situation? We need to do something, isn't it? You need to have a voice. So what we're discussing now is how then do we get that voice?
I come from a community that was very fraught with political violence. But then you get to a point where you feel that silence is complicit. You cannot continue to be silent. So you start speaking out. You start speaking your truth and you start finding your voice. Zimbabwe is a country that has been on both a political and economic decline for decades now. So it's now a dictatorship that's got that's protected by the military. Of course, now they have their own factional wars, but the fact still stands. It's a military government, which has a civilian face, but a lot of control belongs to the military. We also have a democracy landscape where the space for civic engagement continues to shrink, where you cannot be out on the street raising your voice against issues. It's effective in terms of silencing dissenting voices because we've moved to a place where activism in Zimbabwe has just almost disappeared. Because you try to even go to court in solidarity with an activist who's been arrested. We've had activists being arrested at court they were accused of illegally gathering, and attending a court case cannot be classified as a gathering. But then they've been arrested for that. And we've had wives of activists getting arrested when they are actually in court in solidarity with their husbands. That's how serious it gets. And so these are all examples of more women. We've had women arrested, staying in remand prison after being tortured, and they're in remand prison with broken limbs, no access to medical care. We've had a female political activist lose her child whilst she was in prison and refused the right to go and bury her child, even though she had not been convicted of any crime. And even though she was never convicted of any crime, she still could not bury her child. So every woman is thinking of the cost. You know what needs to be done. You understand what needs to be said. But you have to understand that it comes at a cost. And so the question is, how many women are willing to pay that cost? I don't think Zimbabwe is a place where you can be brave, because you don't know what you're up against, so you don't even know how much courage you need. So I think the fear becomes part of what you do, and sometimes it keeps you safe because it stops you from being reckless, and it gets you to always think about your security. You've got a small son where you're driving and he says, that car has been following us. Maybe we need to slow down and see what it does. He now has mind, the security mind. And, he's just a child. He's supposed to be playing. You're not in a jail cell, you're still a prisoner because you are not free. It's enough to get women into their shells. It has led to a weakening movement. It has led to women's voices being at their lowest because we have to be careful. And if someone is maybe not being careful, maybe we need to disengage from them, which further isolates whoever is speaking out. So it's a difficult situation.
Hi, I'm Wolfgang. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hallo. Ja, klar, grüß Sie.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, liebe Freunde des Körperforums, liebe Unterstützer und Förderer der Hamburger Stiftung für politisch Verfolgte. Frau Mukwasi setzt sich nun seit etwa 15 Jahren in ihrem Heimatland für die Rechte der Frauen ein, kämpft für den Schutz von Frauen gegen Gewalt und für die Dokumentation dieser Gewalt. Unter zunehmend bedrohlichen Bedingungen erzählt und schreibt und veröffentlicht Karen Mukwasi weiterhin Geschichten von Frauen, die sich über die ihnen aufgezwungenen Einschränkungen und Bedrohungen hinwegsetzen und, so sagt sie, kleine Siege erringen, deren Summe, so ihre Hoffnung, zukünftig zu einem größeren Sieg führen kann. Wir freuen uns und es ist eine Ehre für uns, dass sie unser Gast ist. Vielen Dank.
For women in Zimbabwe, they're fighting a battle on two fronts. They're trying to make a living, trying to have a voice in a context where the economy has imploded and there's repression from the state. And on the other hand, they are dealing with a deeply entrenched patriarchal system.
Ich möchte da auch nochmal ganz persönlich sagen, wie hoch achtenswert das eben ist, dass es eben mutige Menschen gibt, die sich auch der Staatsgewalt entgegenstellen und dass es natürlich in so einem Kontext wie in Simbabwe auch mit sehr, sehr hohen Kosten verbunden, weil Sie haben es gesagt, Herr Krach, das natürlich gefährlich ist für so ein autoritäres Regime. Deswegen auch hier auf dieser Bühne auch nochmal von mir persönlich auch Danke und meine Hochachtung, dass Sie das eben tun, auch dort vor Ort.
Always being public puts you out there. It exposes you, it makes you more vulnerable, but also trying to do everything in silence where no one has any knowledge of what you're doing could also put you in danger, because it means that you're not even thinking about big institutions such as a government, a political party, the police. You're thinking about even that I can imagine a woman trying to fight against powerful religious leaders in a village, and she is doing it there, and no one out in the world has any idea what she's doing. She could disappear and no one would ever have any idea. So as much as being out there can come with its dangers, it also comes with collective voices. It's easy to go after one person, but it's not easy to go after 100 women who are saying the same thing.
This was our goal, Sepala. We want every girl in Zimbabwe to be able to do at least basic for computer. And it was, everywhere you go now, you want to go for nursing, you want to go for teaching, whatever you want to do.
The moment we have more females participating there, it means that whatever that is going to be made is going to be created. It will be more linked towards what women want and what women possess.
I'd love the internet to promote more women's rights so that women feel safer, even if it means putting up ads after every 5 seconds so that women feel safe.
It's important to build consciousness before we even go out and decide to fight a major battle and say we're going to bring down the patriarchy. 3 women, 4 women are not going to bring down the patriarchy any day. It's going to take a very bold and loud movement of women to defy, the kind of male privilege that exists. Any woman in the world can relate to it. It doesn't matter what context you're coming from. And then so there's that where you can have voices from all over the world addressing your issue. And you can also do that for women in other parts of the world. So it's creating a global feminist community that can really rise in terms of the kind of collective power that is needed to address the issues to do with.
I just wish patriarchy should just stop selecting issues for us to discuss, to just stop silencing us women and women out there, for us to become safe in the public spaces.
Because wish is to see a lot of women being in decision-making platforms, being in the leadership.
So what I would like to see for women more than anything is freedom. And I believe that if the women of Zimbabwe are free, they have the potential to be whatever they want to be. They have the potential to run the country if they want to. I think the best part of my work is mentoring young feminist leaders. Just seeing them go out there to start their own initiatives. It's really good to just see them grow into their power and become very fierce feminists who will not back down.